This is episode 1 of RuneScape Dragonwilds Hardcore. That means no death. I'm going in completely blind. We just make a character, select a solo server, and hop in. It looks like they put us on some sort of lodestone. It's gotta be a teleporter or something. Not too worried. First thing I really want to do is check out my inventory. What type of crap gear did they start us out with? Any items? We got a torch. Next order of business, find the nearest NPC. He looks like a tutorial guy. We're just gonna skip that. Third order of business, test the environment around us. We're gonna try to break anything we can to see if we can scrounge up some loot, but no luck, so we head outside. We see Temple Woods region discovered. We also see a dragon fly over, which I'm assuming I'll eventually be able to kill. My frames kind of dropped a little, so fourth order of business, we're gonna adjust our settings and our keybinds as well. Then we find our second NPC, Doric. I thought he was going to be a vendor or something, but he seems like he just gives out tips and tricks. So let's go ahead and head out and just start scrounging up anything we can. After gathering berries and twigs, I came across a rune essence node. I felt enticed to jump in the glowy part, which did nothing. After rolling my face across the keyboard, I finally figured out how to craft. I see I can make a campfire and a crafting table. Let's go ahead and make the crafting table. I can't make any tools yet, so I craft a cape as well as a scarf. Punching boulders doesn't do anything. I guess I'll need some tools, so I collected a little bit of water first, and then I ran around and grabbed a bunch of stones. Found a little critter, secured my first kill, grabbed his loot. Looks like he dropped some animal hide scraps and some fur. Back at the workbench, I had enough materials to create a pickaxe, and I immediately get to work on those rune essence. No idea what they do yet, but we're just gonna farm them. First look at the map, I was pretty impressed. It's massive, so this will be fun to explore. I was also excited to see that the skill system is the same as RuneScape, with 99 being the max. Seems pretty grindy. I quickly found out that you can knock down floating rune essence. Back to the task at hand, let's grind some stone, pick up some more twigs, and head back to that workbench so I can make myself a logging axe. I also cooked up a stone club and then took my logging axe out, cut down some trees. Then I went back and made myself a campfire. Took me a second to figure out how to use this thing, but I threw the berries in with the wood. Then I went out and collected a bit more water and processed that as well. Now let's make the rune altar. I just cooked up a crap ton of runes and leveled up the skill as much as I could. Then I noticed there was a chest on top of the church. Time to use my new wind step ability, but I couldn't get the height. Time to improvise. I threw down a couple staircases, then used my wind step ability, and I got up there and opened up my first chest. Looks like there were some schematics and some runes. I thought maybe there'd be more on the very top of the church, so I hopped up there and it just kept sliding me down. There was nothing up there. I deleted the staircases and realized that I got back the exact amount of logs that I used to build them. Back at the workbench, I noticed I was able to make a new weapon, a wooden training sword, so I cooked one of those up, deleted everything, and set off on my adventure. Killed a couple creatures, and eventually came up to a windmill, my first point of interest. I noticed there was a chest on the top of the windmill, so I used my wind step, got up there, popped the chest open, grabbed all the loot, looks like a couple schematics and some runes, and I go ahead and hop down to continue my adventure, and I died, because I'm cooked and fried. Although short-lived, we did learn that there's fall damage, so on my next run, I will keep that in mind, and I won't die to something dumb. I want to get further in this game and see what it's about. Now, I don't normally do this, but since it was only a 2-hour run, and this is a new game, let's talk about my first impression. When you normally start up any survival or open world game, there's only a handful of things you really can do, but when I stepped out of the church in this game, I did like how I felt like part of the environment. Dragon flew over, there's wildlife around me, there's the mysterious rune essence node in the distance. It felt like there was things that I wanted to do, but it also wasn't too overwhelming. I had a buddy who played Black Desert Online for the first time, and when things started popping up on his screen and he had items he didn't know what to do with, and the open world chat was in his face, he crashed out and didn't make it more than 15 minutes in. Another thing I liked was the building. I know I only crafted some stairs, but to see that when you break down any structure you've made, you get a full refund on the resources required to make it, that feels good. It feels like when you're breaking stuff down, or if you make a mistake in your building process, you're not penalized for the resources. As for combat, I wasn't particularly impressed. I think I need to play more of the game. It just felt okay. The graphics are solid, anything's better than OSRS. Aside from the skill system, I'm gonna be honest, everything about this game within my 2 hours of playtime felt generally the same as most open world survival type games. I really hope they do something different, because if not, I don't know if it'll stand the test of time. This was a short episode, but I promise you guys we're going to go ahead and get as far as we can. If not, we're going to try to beat this game on hardcore mode. I like to do a lot of different hardcore challenges across different games on my channel, so if you like that type of content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. We're going to grind this puppy out.